Hey guys, it's Zuleika. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about how I study. I really hope that showing how I study will help you guys with studying because I have ADHD, so studying was never ever even in like the question for me. Like I would try and then it wouldn't work. It quite literally just wouldn't work. I It was like reading jumble on pages. And this definitely affected my marks. Like I'm in high school now, I'm in grade 11, but it was affecting my marks before I learned how to study. But now I finally know how to, and I know things to avoid and things to like lean towards, and I'm going to share those with you guys today. So, first of all, I'm going to get into like the objects and things that I use to study and then how I actually do it, and then I'll get into some tips and tricks. So, my most important thing when I study is my iPad, my pink iPad. This has saved my life when it comes to studying. And I use my Apple Pencil as well, and I use the app Notability. This is not sponsored. I just freaking love this app. Like Notability is so amazing because I have the I think it's like the premium light subscription or something. And what it does is you write down what you want to write down and everything, and then you can press this little thing in the corner and it will like make an AI test and flashcards for you, and it is so helpful. Like it has helped me so much when it comes to studying. The next things that I use to study is my Chromebook, and I use my Chromebook because like that's where Google Classroom is, because I have Google Classroom as well on my iPad, but I find it easier to like have it in front of me and then have my iPad also in front of me, so I don't have to be switching between the apps. Now getting into how I actually study. So I'll open up the Notability app and I will start a new note. Then I will label it whatever it is, so say it's a bio, and I'll put it into a bio folder. So that's where all my bio notes are. Then I will open up my Chromebook and I will go in Google Classroom and look at the test study guide that my teacher has posted. And I will copy down every single question and I will answer every single question. And sometimes I will go in Google Classroom on my iPad and I will screenshot some of the questions and like tables and everything, so I don't have to draw all those out because that is very time consuming. And once I'm done writing down all my notes, I will press a button in the top right corner and it will create like a test and flashcards, and I will study those like little tests or quizzes that it makes. Okay, next is like tips and tricks. And this is probably like the first or second most important thing when it comes to studying is learning what environment that you can and cannot study in. And like what I mean is some people can study in a coffee shop like Starbucks or something. Some people cannot deal with that because there is too much noise. However, I do have a tip for the noise, and that is getting loop earplugs. I think there's three different kinds, and one of those kinds have three different settings. And they are fantastic. They are great for canceling out noise, but not too much. And they're amazing for studying in coffee shops, especially if you want that like vibe where like, oh yes, I want to study in a coffee shop, but I physically can't. Give loops a try. They are pricey, but they are so worth it. This also includes whether you can study with music and YouTube videos or not. And if you cannot study with music or YouTube, do not put it in your reach. Like, this includes like putting your phone outside your room or your iPad outside your room so you do not have that access to it, or even giving it to a friend or a parent. So you are forced to study. Next is not being hungry. You cannot focus properly if you are hungry. You need to eat. And I find personally, I study with snacks. Like, that's how I study best. I have to have like a drink or a snack just so I can really, really like focus and make sure that I'm not focused on being hungry instead. Next is taking breaks. And so taking breaks is very, very important because you are going to experience burnout probably if you do not take breaks. And when I mean breaks, that doesn't mean go on your phone. That could mean just sit back, take a breather, and just do a few deep breaths. Or, of course, you can go on your phone if you know that you are not going to stay on it, but you could even set a timer on how long that you are going to stay on your phone or taking your break, and that could also really, really help. I already kind of touched on this, but next is setting. So, if you are a very sleepy person, do not study on your bed because you will probably end up falling asleep and then not being prepared for whatever you were studying for. So if you tend to fall asleep very easily, go ahead and find a table or a desk or even the floor or just some sort of flat surface that's very hard for you to fall asleep on and give that a try instead. However, there is a lot of stigmatism around studying on your bed. I actually study on my bed and I don't find any problems with it. But many people are like, do not study on your bed, blah, 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 blah. If it works for you, it works for you. Like, when it comes to studying, it's a very, personal thing that you have to learn about yourself and how you can. And sometimes, people learn better with hands on work. Some people learn better with, saying things out loud. And, studying is just very much something that is a personal thing and not everything is gonna work for everyone. That's actually going to be it for this video. It was super short and super quick, but I really hope it helped. So make sure to subscribe, share, comment, and turn on post notifications so you get notified every single time I post. Bye, thank you.